Big Brother, mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. He's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
Welcome, my friends. Welcome, and thank you for joining us. We are live the 28th day of September, 2010, on this Tuesday edition. There was an early morning scare at the University of Texas in the main student library. Someone came in at about 8 o'clock in the morning and began shooting. They claim an automatic rifle. That probably means it was bolt action. They call everything an automatic rifle these days. And then reportedly killed himself. No one else was shot or injured, thank God. But we then saw the police say that there was a second shooter. Then they changed that story 30 minutes later and said there might be another suspect. And here we are almost 4 hours later. They've got all of UT basically locked down. We've got Matt Ryan and Jason Douglas down there to give us a report coming up in the next segment. But now I see these reports even in the town I live in, and it always happens around deer season. A deer hunter will walk out to their car from their apartment or their house, put a deer rifle in the back of the truck to go to the shooting range or go hunting in one of the hunting preserves, outside Austin, Texas, one of their deer leases. And the police get called, and SWAT teams will lock down whole neighborhoods, shut down nearby schools, all part of this fear-mongering. And that goes with a report out of Wisconsin where activists are having open concealed carry to exercise their right, and they're being arrested and charged even though there's no law. And that connects to a report out of Maryland where they were trying to put the guy in jail for 7 years for videotaping cops when they pull him over. When he's riding his motorcycle, he was already videotaping. He had it mounted on his motorcycle helmet for a YouTube video. A lot of motorcyclists do that. And he was recklessly driving, even in his own admission. He was doing some wheelies down the highway, and the undercover cop pulls him over, points a gun at him, freaks out. The guy posted on YouTube, and they charge him with wiretapping. And the federal judge has said, look, this isn't wiretapping. There's no perception of privacy in public. That's how the government puts up cameras watching the general population. Same thing goes for the police. And the police knew that. They knew the law. But all over the country, they've been charging people in 14 states this year alone with videotaping police. And Maryland's one of the worst, sometimes from hundreds of yards away. Even at public events, they'll come arrest you and then charge you. So we're going to be discussing some of that coming up today. Obviously, gold has hit $1,307 and is still climbing, even though the big central banks are trying to push it down because it exposes the fact that they're printing so much fiat currency and that their derivatives are basically worthless. We're going to be discussing that coming up after this quick break. Brazil's finance minister warns of international currency war, U.S. economy close to destructive tipping point. Former top Bush advisor Glenn Hubbard says, talk about the foxes reporting on how dangerous weasels are in the henhouse. Dollar trades near 5-month low before U.S. housing sentiment reports. Bloomberg experts see gold price rising to $1,450 in the near future. Financial Times of London. UPI outside view gold at $1,300 an ounce. Continuing here with these reports, money transfers could face anti-terrorism scrutiny. Washington Post. China set to take center stage in gold market. They are printing too much money. Kitco reports got a shocking graph showing how much money federal government's printing. Another top expert, Paulson, says gold could hit $4,000 an ounce. Continuing here, get ready for the fixed income bloodbath, CNBC. That is just some of what's coming up in the economic stack today. In the politics stack, the Democrats are pledging in their lame duck Congress after the election to try to pass 20 bills through, all of which are extremely unconstitutional and unpopular. But John Kerry says Democrats are set to lose the House and maybe the Senate because you're too stupid to know that globalism is good for you. That is all coming up. But first, we'll get a quick report from downtown Austin on the individual that reportedly fired a weapon and then shot himself. Stay with us.
When you're out on the road, The last place you want to be is on the road. But if the unfortunate happens, you'll be glad you were wearing diamond gussets.
There's a place down in Tennessee where they make blue diamond gusset jeans. They so pride in every stitch, guarantee you'll love the way they fit. They put a diamond gusset in the crotch where you need it most. Blue diamond gussets got it, others don't.
We turn jeans inside out. Diamond gusset jeans. Made in the USA with unparalleled quality. Our Defender motorcycle jeans combine gusset comfort with Kevlar protection, so you can ride all day with confidence. Order yours at gusset.com. Diamond gusset jeans got it, others don't.
Let me tell you a little bit about one of our great sponsors, HomeGain.com. This is the place to get you started buying or selling a home, finding a realtor, and getting any real estate questions answered. Go to HomeGain.com and see what I'm talking about. All you need to do is type in your home address, and you will get an instant free estimate of your home's value online. This is a great way to be able to monitor the value of your home. And again, it's absolutely free. There are tons of tools to help you. For instance, if you want to remodel your home, go to HomeGain.com. Use their Home Sale Maximizer to help you determine which home improvements can most increase your home's value before you put it on the market. For 10 years, these folks have been helping home sellers and buyers. Visit their link at Infowars.com. Look for Max, the orange home gain gorilla, to help you with any real estate needs you might have. You'll love this site. It's HomeGain.com. HomeGain.com. Check them out today. Hello, friends. This is Alex Jones. You've heard me talk about Cal-Ben 5-star soaps for years. This is an American-made product of the highest quality and compares to nothing you will find in stores. You can buy factory direct, shipped via UPS right to your door. Check them out on the web at 5starsoap.com or call 800-340-7091. Take my word for it. Once you've used Pure Soap, you won't buy anything else. Since 1947, Cal-Ben Soap Company has been showing consumers that soap can be tough on dirt and gentle on the environment. Buy American and stay clean, as well as support InfoWars. Visit 5starsoap.com today or call 1-800-340-7091. Well, Marty, what do you have to say?
As founder and owner for over 63 years, satisfaction is guaranteed or double your dirt back. Call us at 1-800-340-7091 for a free catalog or visit our website, 5starsoap.com. Thank you.
Big Brother, mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. It's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network.
Every day. What do you mean I don't support your system? I go to court when I have to.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. It is Tuesday, the 28th day of September 2010. Coming up, NATO choppers cross into Pakistan chasing insurgents. CNN reports, Wall Street Journal, drones target terror plot, accelerate attacks inside Pakistan. Of course, you know about the good news that was announced last week. Italy to abandon airport naked body scanners. But Big Brother is fighting back. It's part of a global governance continuity of agenda. Big Sis tries to force body scanners on other countries amidst backlash. Got to make sure the Chertoff Group and the naked body scanner companies make billions. They're trying to force 190 nations to adopt the naked body scanners, reports USA Today. We're going to be breaking that down. Also, huge attacks on the internet after Israel reportedly launched the worm attack on Iran last weekend. Here's the LA Times headline, U.S. should be able to shut internet down, former CIA chief says. Mr. Hayden, they're just out in the open. Here's another headline that got Drudge linked by Paul Joseph Watson at prisonplanet.com. New cybersecurity bill gives Obama power to shut down companies. Been reporting on this for months, but it's finally getting attention. It says they can take over any companies they want and make all IT professionals be federally certified. And they make you take a national security clearance so they can have gag orders on you. That's why they're making 11,000 TSA workers get high-level security clearances, so they can also feed them disinformation and fake news to scare them. And so they can also then not let the public know the propaganda that they're pipelining to them. But more importantly, so they can make all their abusive activities secret under national security. Anti-net neutrality bill gets leaked from Waxman's office. It's basically a mirror of the, quote, secret global treaty the U.S. is trying to get ratified right now. And federal news radios reporting Cyberstorm 3 uses internet to attack itself. So they're wargaming how to bring down the internet in the name of protecting it, and you know who'll be the ones that bring it down. We're going to be going over all of this coming up. That's just some of the news and information that we have here. Who is watching you? 9 industries that know your every move. This is a report out of Daily Finance that we're going to be going over. Because remember that headline a few weeks ago where Google says they've acquired a software company with Pentagon connections that can, quote, predict the future by tracking your every move? Well, that's what they're announcing. The headline was exclusive. Google, CIA invest in future of web monitoring. And it continues. It says the investment arm of the CIA and Google are both backing a company that monitors the web in real time and says it can use that information to predict the future. Wired Magazine. Now, that's from a few weeks ago, or July 28th, actually a few months ago. Here is the Buffalo News today. Technology identifies troubled individuals, and it admits that law enforcement's now having access to basically everything you do in real time, just no pretense of a Fourth Amendment. And that it, quote, can predict your crimes before you supposedly commit them. And, of course, this technology is a fraud, and we've caught them many times planting blood samples on people, planting DNA evidence on individuals, faking fingerprints for decades. That technology has been available. And, of course, now lie detector tests are inadmissible in court because they've been proven to be a fraud. So they're moving from that old-fashioned fraud and quackery to high-tech fraud. So that's going to be coming up. Also, cops charge open carry activist in Wisconsin who didn't commit a crime. But the system doesn't care. They say, we don't care. We're still going to charge you if you open carry and try to demonstrate that your rights are inalienable. But the police tried the same thing in Maryland. This is out of the Associated Press. Wiretap charges tossed in videotaping of trooper. So that is coming up. But the scary issue here is the police on every front, at least their commanders on every front, are showing their anti-free speech, anti-First Amendment, anti-press, anti-Bill of Rights. And it's very scary that they'll arrest people exercising their Second Amendment lawfully and say, we don't care. Or they'll arrest people in 14 states and charge them with felonies for videotaping police, in some cases in their own homes. That's citizens in their own homes or citizens in their own businesses. I've seen cases where the police will raid a business, in one case a health food store, and then the store put on YouTube surveillance camera footage from the raid, and they indicted them. This is amazing. This is incredible that the police know full well this is not wiretapping. They know full well, but they still charge you with it. Wiretapping is going over to somebody's telephone box and hooking a recorder onto it and recording their conversations without a warrant. And the police can get in trouble for that. It's a felony. General citizens can. Wiretapping is planting a camera in your